Welcome once again to the latest edition of Shelf Life Book Reviews Online. Thank you as always for taking the time to watch my videos. Hopefully you find them informative. And when you go to your local bookstore, they assist you in selecting which books you wish to purchase. If you like my videos, please keep coming back and please hit the subscribe button down below. Now, today's book is a most interesting piece of fiction. It is called White Horse by Erika T. Wurth, and this is published by Flatiron, and it retails for $36.99. This is a very interesting book. It is sort of a throwback to the classic ghost stories. Now, it's not, you could say it's quite comparable to Stephen King, and in many ways, she is paying homage to Stephen King as she mentions him and many of his books within this book. She talks about The Shining many times. The Shining is like a classic creepy type of ghost story of demons and crazy happenings. And in White Horse, which incidentally, White Horse is a bar that the narrator of the book, Carrie James, she keeps going to. She's had a very, very difficult life. She is part of the Cree Chickasaw Nation, the Indian Nation, and she's found out that her mother, abandoned her when she was 2 days old. She left and she never came back. Now, she always wondered what happened to her mother, and she resented her mother because of that. Now, her father is an interesting character. He is, he had an automobile accident, and he really can't take care of himself. He can't really tell her what happened because he had serious injuries in the accident. So basically, she is sort of a caretaker for him. Now, she knows she won't get answers about her mother from him, but she always wonders. Well, one day, her cousin, Debbie, comes to her with a bracelet that belonged to her mother. And so she gives it to her. And as soon as Carrie puts it on, some interesting things happen. It's almost like she's channeling her mother's soul, but it's a dark soul because she sees images of her mother with blood and gore, and it's just like very unnerving images of the mother. So they keep coming, and they're quite frequent. So because of this, more than ever, she wants to know what happened to her mother. Is her mother trying to secretly talk to her through the bracelet? Is her mother alive? Is this her mother's ghost? So there's a lot of strange things going on in the book, and that's what makes the book have its distinct charm, because when you're in the book, you wonder, is the mother alive? Is this all a dream, or is the bracelet as mystical as it makes out to be? Now, Carrie is going through a lot of guilt too, because her best friend died of a drug overdose, and Carrie always thinks that she could have saved the girl's life, and she harbors a lot of guilt because of that as well too. So she's going through many emotions. Now, the book also is very steeped with Indigenous folklore and Indigenous culture. And that adds another layer to the book. It makes it most interesting. There's also a mythical beast in the book known as the Lofa, L-O-F-A, that rears its ugly head too. So there's a lot, like I said, going on in the book of a mystical, spiritual, supernatural nature. But still, it's the classic idea of a throwback to the great ghost stories of the past. And as I said, because she mentioned Stephen King, you can sort of draw parallels to a lot of Stephen King's works as well too. So this gives White Horse its edge. So if you're looking for a different sort of book with, like I said, if you like the mystical, the spiritual, the supernatural, this book ticks off all the boxes because it's got a little bit of everything in it for every kind of reader who likes this type of book. So hopefully you will find it interesting enough. It all goes to a mystifying conclusion, so to speak, a conclusion that we didn't expect, and things happen that are most unusual at the end. So I'm not gonna tell you what's going on. Of course, that would spoil the great surprise at the end. So maybe we might see more Carrie James down the road, because she's a very interesting character, and you grow to like her the way she narrates the book, and every page of the book is definitely a page you will enjoy. So let me know if you agree with me and my review of Whitehorse. Hopefully you do. So I will see you back here again very soon. Stay safe, stay sane, stay in touch, and thank you for watching, and I will see you at the bookstore. Bye for now.